I'm doing pop culture, celebrity news, things like that. This here's by Small Screen. It's from June 7th, 2022. Not brand new, but I've never seen it, so count it as a throwback. And it's called Amber Heard Called the Coldest Human Being on the Earth by Fiona Phillips. Now, Fiona Phillips is a writer at the Daily Mail, so I got to question why Fiona said this, because I sometimes reference the movie The Prestige. Maybe you've seen it, but if you haven't, it's about magicians who live a double life. They're twin brothers, but they pretend to be the same person. Now, the point is, I think Amber kind of lives this life where one part of it is a show and it's completely fake for people. She's happy, she greets them, she wants people to think the best of her. But the other side is probably what this person is saying. Now, my point is, I think that Fiona would probably get the fake side, not the real side. That's why I got to question why this article is being written, and the Daily Mail is a place that wants clicks and ad revenue and things like that. But anyway, let's see what we got. And it begins. By the way, 46,000 shares is pretty good for an article, which is what it has right there. Amber Heard has been described as the coldest human being on earth by the Daily Mail columnist Fiona Phillips in a recent article. Phillips described a meeting she once had with Amber Heard, and she said that there's no colder human being you wouldn't wish to meet. And let's be straight, there's definitely worse people overall in the world, but alright, I wasn't there, that's what she said. And here it is. I've had the great displeasure of encountering Amber Heard, and there's no colder human being you wouldn't wish to meet. I had to put a coat on to warm up after trying to get anything out of her in our interview at the time. Alright, so there was an interview, so that seems like she did in fact meet Amber to me. Although it has to be said, she does, albeit in a rather sadistic kind of fashion, leave you sort of wanting more of what it is she hasn't got. But don't please even think of going back there, Johnny, she says. That's a very interesting way to describe what some people might be thinking. A sadistic kind of fashion, leaving you wanting more of what isn't there. I kind of get it, kind of don't. Like leaving you wanting a good actress to play Mera alongside Jason Momoa? Yes. Like leaving you wanting to see Johnny with somebody who actually treats him right and is a good partner? Yes. Somebody who doesn't bring their dogs into Australia? Yes. I kind of get it, like I said. Interesting phrasing. It's really interesting to hear someone describe an actual meeting with Amber Heard. I also found it quite interesting the way she said that Heard was the type of person leaving you wanting more, which is what I said, yeah. And by the way, Small Screen's attitude here isn't exactly pro Amber. They're just saying that this really heavy insult is just interesting. Look at that. Wow, kind of attitude. So, just to make a note of that. And they leave it off at this. What do you make of this news? Do you also believe that Amber Heard is one of the coldest human beings on earth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, which they didn't get too many comments, but I did clip out one. Or maybe the comments got buried or replaced or something, I don't know. Because the article obviously had quite a lot of shares. Amber Heard has been described as the coldest human being on earth by the Daily Mail columnist Fiona Phillips in a recent article. I think Fiona Phillips is just looking for headlines. Shame on you. And I can't totally disagree. That could be a possibility. We have seen some interviews where Amber's standoffish, getting very mad, but we've seen other ones where she's just giggling and happy and laughy, so there's really no way to tell exactly what happened. However, we can say for sure the Daily Mail and Fiona is someone who does look for headlines. And he continues. Does that not tell you something about the person? And if Amber Heard is not saying anything and she is the coldest human being on the earth and not talking, she might be in shock and needs to be cared for or at least asked if she is okay. Alright, not any more than you'd ask anybody else if they were okay. And if that's what you think, well, you could do it, Craig. Write her a Twitter comment, an Instagram comment, something like that. Her accounts are open to the public, but she might not answer you, so I wouldn't worry so much about it. Well, I mean, she definitely won't answer you. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. I give this one 50-50. I could see it going both ways. Like I said, to circle back around, it could have been Happy Amber or Mean Amber. And then again, Fiona is also definitely looking for headlines. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.